Hello everyone, welcome to Asian Mama Budgets, and today we'll be setting up our monthly budget for March. And this month I actually have a birthday coming up, so I haven't saved up enough money for it. Hopefully my DIY skills have improved so we can stick within budget and still have a good birthday celebration. And since it is still locked down here in Ireland for the whole of March, we won't be going out to eat anywhere. So I'd probably be cooking something special for that day. And so let's have a move on. For this month, we have an estimated salary of 2,300 euros because I haven't worked up enough hours for this month. So we'll start with a smaller budget, and of course we get a child benefit of 140, and from my other incomes I estimate getting 125 euros. So our total budget to be worked on for this month is 2565. So what I'll be doing is set up my fixed expenses, my target debt repayment, and sinking funds first, and then the remaining budget will be for the variable expenses. But since the budget that I have this month is a bit low, I'd be I won't be putting in any budgets on my self-care sinking fund for this month just because I don't think that I'll be using it anyway, and will be just putting on some money later on, maybe in the next month when we have more budget to work on. So for my life insurance, I always pay 14 euros for that, and 10 euros for Netflix, and this is 10, 13 euros. Wi-Fi I pay 29.40 for my phone plan, and I have 858 euros to pay for my rent. And my level pay actually increased because it was winter time, so we were using more gas and electricity during that time. So it went up a bit compared to what I was paying before, but it's still okay. This would put our total fixed expenses to 1024. So that will be our fixed budget. It doesn't usually change from month to month. And like I said, I focus on debt payment for this year. So for my loan, my smallest loan, I only have just 96 euros due to be paid. But as I mentioned in my debt repayment plan, I'll be putting in 66 euros monthly additional snowball on this one just to pay it off faster. So I would be paying 160 for now, 160 this month for my smallest loan, and for my credit card, the Click one, it's 200 euros, and for my personal loan it's 178. So for this month we'll be allotting 538 euros in total to be paid off towards debt. So since this is my main target for this year, that's why this is where I allocated my budget first, fixed and then debt payments, and then towards my sinking funds as well. I'd be putting in 25 for gifts since I do have a birthday coming up. I would have not put I would have opted not to put anything on my gifts fund this month if there weren't any birthdays coming in, since I'm running on a lower budget. But since there is an occasion coming up, it's better to have a bit of extra cash in hand for that. And for the holidays, I'm gonna put on €5 since Mother's Day is coming here in Ireland on the 14th, and just in case we'll be needing a little bit, but I don't think I'll be spending on for that. And of course, for school, it's €40. And like I said earlier, I won't be putting into my self-care fund. And passport, I am saving up to renew my passport because there is no facility for me to renew my passport here in Ireland. So I have to travel somewhere else. I cannot fly back home because it is way more expensive. So nearby countries would require me to process visa plus airfare for me to renew my passport. So that would need a bit of saving up for. And there we go. So for our sinking funds, we have a total of €138. All right. So those are our priority allocations. I have a savings table here, but I won't put anything there because the money that I save actually comes from any extras that I get from my variable expenses. So if I get the spare change or the 52-week challenge, I just get from usually household or grocery extras that I put in there. So that won't work towards our budget. So for now, let's total how much we have. We have 138 plus 538 plus 1024. So those are our priority expenses, which is 1,700. That leaves us with €865 to budget into our variable expenses. So what I do here is to prioritize my expenses. So of course, the major necessity is for food. So I usually budget €100 per week for groceries, but we have to make do. I have to be creative this month since we're running on a more limited budget. So 380 is what we're gonna put on to our food expenses. And what else would be necessary? I need to ride a bus to work, so €70 for that. And my mom, of course, I sent her €250. And for my daughter, €100 allowance. And from there, we'll be putting in like €5 for the bin, just in case I have to take out the general waste bin during the month. And of course, my medications. It's a maintenance, so €30 for that. And we'll have €30 for household expenses. And we'll just not put any money on my personal stash for this month so that we can stick to our €865 budget. So that means our estimated income is $25.65, and our estimated expenses for this month totals as well to $25.65. So there you go. That will be our budget for this month of March, and hopefully we'll be able to stick to our budget and hopefully we can do some side hustles here and there to be able to get some extra cash. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.